What's up, guys? Evil here. Um, Today is October 7th. As I'm filming this, obviously Halloween is this month, and I've been kind of in the mood of just been watching monster movies and, you know, like, and reading, um, monster or horror or Halloween themed like comics, right? So I was already doing that, so I thought it would be kind of cool if I just, for the rest of the month, just vlog my reading adventures. Obviously, I'm not gonna vlog me watching movies and stuff. Um, so far, I read through Cutie Honey Go Go Go. I don't know if you consider this Halloween themed or whatnot. Um, but the antagonists are basically a bunch of monster babes that the cutie honey like eliminates. Um, this particular series, I believe, was based on the live action movie, and then turned into a manga form, and then spun off doing its own thing, if I remember correctly. And it and then according to the author, it was never finished. It got canceled. So um, yeah, that sucks. It sucks when cre- uh, creators can't finish their project because of a deadline, or the book or the story was requested for cancel serialization because it wasn't popular enough in the magazine or whatever, whatnot. So, this is the first thing I consume, and currently I'm reading through Elfen Lid. I don't know how you want to pronounce it. I was called Elfen Lied, but I've been currently reading through this. I have other um stuff that I could like read, to fit the season, I guess you could say. And I'm not restricted to only talking about manga specifically. I have other Halloween themed comics that I could like pick from and stuff. So yeah, so that is my plan for this video. I'm gonna vlog myself whenever I feel like reading something and see how this goes. I'll probably go off to random places like I did with my last vlog video, so I don't end up just staying at home all the time. So, yeah, I'll check in with you guys later. Peace. What's up, guys? It's October 9th now. These last couple of days, it's been kind of hectic at the house. A lot of construction work going on, a lot of noise. I haven't been able to capture much footage. I captured a little bit, but it didn't come out that well. So, anyways, I've been currently reading Elfen Lied. This is the omnibus right here. It's like a 3-in-1 omnibus. Um, like I already read through the first 27 chapters. Um, so far, in comparison of the anime, is not too different, but I've been told that the story changes towards the latter half and has a different ending from the anime. So I can't wait until get there. I've heard mixed things about it. I heard some people like it, some people hate it, some people say it's worse than the anime. But as for me, I'm indifferent. I picked up some other comics and as well as manga that I might I want to check out. I don't know if I'm gonna just spend the time and read the other three volumes after I'm done with this one. I mean, I am, but as far as for this video, um, but anyways, I've, as I said, I made it to the first 27 chapters. Towards the latter half of this book, there's some sort of a bonus story in there, like I don't know if it's what you call it, a prototype story or like a one shot that was also included. I'm about to check that out. But yeah, this is my current update. So I'm gonna set up here by the table and finish reading through this volume. I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. What's up, guys? Today's October 14th. Quick update. I'm currently at the parking lot of my local mall. To be honest, I've been kind of slacking on the reading department in the last couple of days, but I started reading through Batman: The Long Halloween. I picked up as the latest DC compact editions or compact comics. There's like 13 chapters in the story. I already like made it through the first 10, so I'm now on the latter half. The story takes place in the early years of Batman's career, and it takes place earlier in the Batman's career, and in the story, there's like a gang war going on between two crime families, between the Maronis and the Falcones, as well on the side. There's this serial killer on the loose, and is picking out victims at random. Each chapter is themed on a holiday, like Mother's Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever, April Fool's Day. And so Batman, Commissioner Gordon, and Harvey Dent are basically working together to solve this mystery of this holiday killer. And then Batman, obviously he has confronted Calendar Man about these murders, but apparently Calendar Man knows who's doing all the murders, but is playing coy with Batman and just leaving like clues instead of telling them directly who the killer is. So there's plenty of other Batman's rogues that show up in the story, but I'm enjoying it. It's a classic Batman story. The DC Comics is putting a lot of Batman stuff in these compact editions. As much as I love Batman, I wish they'll try to focus on some of the other characters. But this was a on-themed release from DC, putting a Halloween themed story out in October. So I'm gonna enjoy this. I also picked up some other manga. I could read some horror or uneasy themed manga I could read once I'm through with this. So I'm gonna conclude from here. I'm gonna go see if there's any free space in the mall where I could sit down and just continue reading the story. It's a pretty windy day today, so that's why I'm kind of avoiding going to the park today. And it's pretty windy, so I'm gonna try to stay indoors. But I'll check in later. All right. What's up, guys? Today's October 19. I've been reading through Kazuo Umeza's The Drifting Classroom. I found a nice deal of the whole series set on eBay. So I've been reading through this the last couple of days. I read through Cat Eye Boy a few months back by the same mangaka. And then I enjoyed it, so I decided to pick one of his other works. This seemed to be the next most popular manga that he has put out in the West. He hasn't had too many things put out in English, unlike Junji Ito, for example. But The Drifting Classroom is basically about this young boy named Shu. One day he got into an argument with his mom before heading to school, and the school itself, there was like some sort of explosion that happened in the school, but instead of everyone dying in the explosion, the entire school and everyone that was in the school was somehow transported to some unknown location. So that was around 800 different people. 800 people disappeared along with the school, including Shu, his classmates, and various faculty members. So it turns out that that everyone, is in this new time and space. One of the kids had a theory that they might have ended up time traveling to some dystopian future instead of dying. So everyone is on limited supply, limited food, limited stocks. There doesn't seem to be much of anything going on outside the school. So then at one point you have the students going against the teachers, certain students like losing their cool. One little girl commits suicide by jumping out of the school building. The teachers themselves getting like mad and killing each other. So a lot of eerie things happening in this story, where the kids and everyone is who isn't trying to kill each other is trying to find a way to survive this unknown territory. So after encountering various school teachers going mad and going against to kill children, like the lunch man right here, trying to like attack everyone inside for like saving all the food for himself. Try to be like the sole survivor. Eventually, um, the kids will start exploring the outside world, and then they'll find like they'll run into various environmental hazards and creatures like this bug monster. They will have to like find a way to survive, and that's kind of the gist of it so far, without like giving away too much of the spoilers. Here's the artwork as I've been flipping through the first volume. I already finished reading through the first volume. I'm gonna start reading the second volume. I'm over here in the parking lot. I'm probably gonna see if I can find a spot to sit down and post up and continue on reading through volume 2. I'm really liking this story so far. All right, I'll check in a little bit later. What's up, guys? It's currently October 26th. I finished reading through The Drifting Classroom, all 3 of those hardcover editions the other day. I read through Mail, this manga in my hand right now, earlier today. And I'm probably gonna start Helsing next, that I picked up. But until then, I want to talk about a little bit of this manga I just read, Mail. Honestly, I tried to look up online. I can't find too much things about it. But the story is about this detective named Akiba. And the story, he's like some sort of spirit detective. He goes on these quests or missions that people are dealing with the paranormal, and Akiba has this unique gun that with one shot that he could basically kill ghosts that are haunting people. So throughout the series, you at least through this first volume, I looked online, there's a second volume. I don't know how long the series goes for, but with the chapters included, the story has these episodic style events where someone is having these paranormal things happening to them, or they're getting haunted by ghosts. And Akiba here is hired by these people who are being haunted, and he goes to investigate the situation and basically exorcise these ghosts using this unique gun that he has, that is special to taking out ghosts. It's like a magic bullet that is made specifically to take out ghosts. I'm not sure if anyone out there has read through this manga before. I tried to look up online for like some sort of manga reviews or whatever by other people and couldn't find a single review online. I don't know why. Maybe it's a underrated series. No one talks about it. I don't know what the situation. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on this in this series. You know, someone's dealing with some paranormal activity. Ikuba gets hired. He investigates the situation and he takes out the ghosts that are haunting the people, or individual. So yeah, this was a fun time. I want to uh, possibly track down the following volume or volumes of the series and see what happens next. But that aside, I got Helsing Deluxe Edition over here. I'm probably gonna read through this one next. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it before Halloween, but we'll see how far I get. All right. So that's in for my check. I mean, that's in as far as my update. I'm gonna start reading Helsing next. All right. What's up, guys? Today's October 31st already. Already at the end of the month. Um, so I I am still reading through Helsing. I wasn't able to finish the first deluxe edition, but I got pretty far. I'm like 16 chapters in. I'm digging the artwork and the story so far. I really love these deluxe editions. I like these oversized format. I hope one day all my favorite manga series get deluxe formats and then like a upgrade and shit. You know, give me Yu Yu Hakusho Deluxe Edition, Dragon Ball Deluxe Edition, so on. But but yeah, the last couple days, I've been watching the Chainsaw Man anime. I binge watched the season one of the Chainsaw Man anime in like 2 days. Because of the Chainsaw Man movie that came out, so it kind of got me in the mood to check out the anime. I never checked it out before. I only read through the manga, and then I'm pretty much caught up almost. I'm still like I think I think I haven't read volume 18, and I think the newest volume recently came out, so I'm like 2 volumes behind. But but yeah, I might go see the Chainsaw Man movie later on today with a buddy of mine later on tonight. But as for Helsing, I'm gonna flip through some pages. The story takes place in a universe where Van Helsing ended up defeating Dracula, or in this world, he's just called Alucard. And then, as like a condolence prize, I guess, that Alucard promised to swear allegiance to Van Helsing's descendant, right? So years later, Van Helsing's descendant, Integra, this girl, who is adopted by her uncle, basically ends up is supposed to inherit Van Helsing's will of some sort of this corporation, and her uncle tries to kill her. In the middle of the squabble, some blood ends up dropping on the corpse of Alucard, and he gets revived and just like takes out these men and ends up swearing allegiance to this girl, Integra. So fast forward in the future some years, and like Integra and Alucard, as well as a couple other characters, are part of this special ops force called the Helsing, and they go around basically killing other vampires and ghouls, which are kind of like familiars from like the Blade universe. If you've seen the Blade movies, where like they're like they're henchmen or they work under the vampires or stuff like that. I'm really digging the artwork. Freaking Alucard got this whole red coat fedora look going on, looking like Carmen Sandiego and shit. But I am very curious where the story goes. I'm enjoying this so far. I've never watched the anime, but maybe after I finish reading through this, I'll end up checking out the anime. So, but as for now, this is gonna be my end point of my vlog video. I made it to chapter 16 of the deluxe edition. I'll probably end up reading through some more of this later on today. Here's like a stack of all the content I read through this month. Like, to be honest, I was hoping to get through more stuff, but I got occupied with other things. But that's it for this video, you guys. Happy Halloween. Have a good one. Until next time, evil out. Peace. Take care.